Okay, so let's try to answer this problem. Problem number 4. Calculate the following for the given beam. Assume EI is constant, no? So, pinapahanap sa atin for letter A, deflection sa C. For letter B, maximum deflection. So, again, just like what we did on our previous example, we need to cut the beam. So, consider ko yung left side, no? So, ngayon, if that's the case, ito yung value ng x ko. Okay? So, ilagay natin. From here to here, this is our x value. Okay? So, ngayon, bago tayo makapag-compute ng moment equation, we need to determine the value for the reaction at point A. No? So, ito yun, RA. How do we get for RA? How do we get the value for RA? By taking the moment at point B. So, ngayon, lagay natin, summation, moment sa B, equals 0, clockwise, positive. So, ang distance ng beam natin is 9. So, RA times 9 minus 18 times 4 times 5 plus 2, which is 7. No? So, bali RA times 9 minus 15 times 4, yung centroid is 7 equals 0. So, ano kaya yung value ng RA natin? So, yung RA natin class is sorry, di pala 15. 18 pala, no? Palitan natin. So, this is 18. So, ang nakukuha ko is 56 kilonewton. Okay? So, ngayon, dahil meron na tayong reaction, pwede na tayong mag-cut. So, by the way, meron pa akong hindi sinasabing concept behind double integration method. So, anong concept yun? Bawal po maputol yung function. So, for example, yung 18 natin, hindi umabot doon sa cutting plane. Bawal po iyon. And syempre, may rule tayo na dapat last segment ng beam. So, dapat dito tayo mag-cut. Pero kaso naputol yung uniform load. So, dahil hindi pwede yan, anong gagawin natin? So, kailangan natin i-continue yan. So, kapag kinontinue natin yan, ito na yung bagong loading natin. Okay? So, meron na tayong mga pababa dito. So, anong magnitude niyan? So, ganun lang din, just like this one, this is 18 kilonewton per meter. Pero dahil nagdagdag ka sa taas, kailangan mo yan bawasan sa baba. So, paano ko babawasan yan? Kailangan mo maglagay ng uniform loading sa baba naman. Okay? So, anong magnitude niyan? So, parehas lang. 18 kilonewton per meter. So, parang walang nangyari. So, ang nangyari sa beam mo is na continue mo yung discontinued function. So, pwede ka na mag-double integration method. So, by the way, hindi magbabago yung reaction mo kasi parang wala lang yung dinagdag mo. Okay? So, pwede na natin isolate yan para mas maganda yung analysis. So, isolate natin. So, ito yan. Okay? So, we have here 56. So, lagyan natin ng loading, ha? This is 18 kilonewton per meter. This is also 18 kilonewton per meter. Okay, pataas naman yung mga loading dito. So, the distance from here to here is 4 meters. Tapos, from here to here is x. So, natira, x minus 4. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, no? So, tama naman. Okay, so now what's next? Kapag nag-cut tayo, consider natin left side, ang direction ng moment is counterclockwise. So, let's create moment equation, no? So, paano yan? So, bali m is equivalent to 56 x and then minus 18 x times x over 2. So, ano pa? And then we have, ito, pataas na 18. So, plus 18. Kaso dapat naka-bracket. So, bracket x minus 4, bracket, and then yung centroid x minus 4 over 2. So, simplify natin and then i-plug in natin sa elastic curve equation. So, ano mangyayari? So, we have EI y double prime is equivalent to 56 x, this is negative 9x squared plus 9 bracket x minus 4 bracket squared. So, pwede na nating integral. So, EI y prime is equivalent to 56x squared over 2 minus 9x cubed over 3 plus 9 bracket x minus 4 bracket cube over 3 plus C1. Okay, and then another integration. So, EI y is equivalent to 56 x cubed over 6 minus 9 x raised to 4 over 12 plus 9 x minus 4 over 12 plus C1x plus C2. Okay? So, ngayon, anong next? Boundary condition. So, boundary condition is when x is equals to 0, nasa roller ka. When x is equals to 9, nasa pin ka. Okay? Try natin. So, when x is equivalent to 0, your deflection is also 0. Ngayon, if you take a look at our equation, to if this is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, so malamang yung C2 mo ay 0. Okay? So, punta na tayo sa second boundary condition. So, ano yung second boundary condition? When x is equals to 9, y is equals to 0. So, plug in natin. So, 0 is equivalent to 56, 9 cubed over 6 minus 9, 9 raised to 4 over 12 plus 9, 9 minus 4, 4 over 12 plus C1 times 9. Okay? So, ano mangyayari? So, give me the value of C1. So, ikakaliko ko lang. Four, 12 plus 9 C1 is equivalent to 784 over 3. Negative 784 over 3. Okay? So, after that, you can now solve the unknowns, which in letter A, ang pinapahanap is deflection sa C. So, computein natin yung YC. So, para makompute natin si YC, ang X value na dapat natin gamitin ay, nasan ba si point C? Ito. So, dapat equal to 4. 4. Okay, birahin na natin. So, anong mangyayari? EI YC is equivalent to 56x cubed 9x4. So, 56. 4 cubed over 6 minus 9. 4 over 12. Tama ba? Plus 9. 4 minus 4, 12, 12 tuloy, 4. 4 over 12, and then lastly, C1x, which is 784 over 3 times 4. So this will become 0. So ilan kaya si YC? 4 cubed. 6 minus 9, 4, 4, 12, minus 7, 8, 4, 4, 3. Negative 640 over EI. So, this is our first answer for letter A. Okay? So, for letter B, pinapahanap sa ating class is the maximum deflection. So, sorry. So how could we get the maximum deflection? Remember class, ang sabi natin para makakuha tayo ng maximum deflection, dapat yung slope mo is equivalent to 0. So B, so Y max, para makuha mo yan, dapat yung slope mo equivalent to 0. And magkakaroon tayo ng cases. So ano yung mga cases natin? First case, maximum deflection will occur from point A to point C. And then second case, maximum deflection will occur from point C to point B. So first case muna tayo. So dapat yung x value natin is less than 4 but greater than 0. If that's the case, so ibig sabihin in computing for the value of x or the location, hindi natin to isasama. Kasi any number less than 4 will make this expression 0. Okay? So ano mangyayari? Copyin natin to. So magiging 0 is equivalent to 56 x cubed. X squared lang, sorry. Over 2. And then minus 9x cubed over 3. Tama ba? So ito yun class, no? So again, this is 0. So punta ka na sa 784 over 3. So negative 784 over 3. So anong x value na makukuha natin dito? Minus 784 4.0671 meters. So as you can see, this is greater than 4, so it means that this is incorrect. So dapat isama pala natin yung value ng 9x minus 4 over 3 sa calculation natin for the maximum location ng maximum deflection. Okay? So isama natin. So ano mangyayari? So that is, ang analysis naman natin ngayon is lagpas sa 4 pero less than 9. So 0, 56 x squared over 2 minus 9 x cubed over 3 plus 9 x minus 4 cubed over 3 and then minus 784 over 3. Ngayon class, yung lalabas dyan is also equivalent to 4.0671 meters. So class, nagkataon lang na pareha sila ng value ha. Pero ito, mas tama yan. Okay? So ito yung gagamitin natin. And then again, i-plug in natin yan to the deflection equation to get the value of the maximum deflection. That would be equivalent to 56 x 671 and then this is cube over 6 and then minus 9 4.0671 for 12. Nagbe-base lang ako dito, no? Ini-integrate ko lang. Kaya hindi na ako tumitingin sa equation para mas mabilis, no? So, plus over 3, that's 4. This is 4. This is over 12. And then minus 784 over 3, 4.0671. Okay? So, pag na-compute mo yan, class, ang value mo for y max is equivalent to, ilan to? Negative 640.179 over EI. Okay? So, ito ay negative 640.179 over EI. Negative sign means that the deflection is downward. Okay? So that's how we answer problem number 4. Okay? Okay, so let's try to solve our final problem for double integration method. So we have here an indeterminate beam. So pinapal-calculate sa atin is the reaction at the support, prop support, moment reaction na to fixed support, vertical reaction na fixed support, and then maximum deflection. So by the way, this is a prop beam. When we say prop beam, ibig sabihin po nun is yung isa fixed, yung isa roller or pin. So, ayun. So dahil prop siya, indeterminate siya. Bakit? Kasi merong 3 kang unknowns dito since this is fixed plus 1 and 1 rigid member. So 4 versus 3, this is statically indeterminate to the first degree. So paano tayo makakuha ng another equation aside from equilibrium in order to solve this beam? So mangyayari, manggagaling yan sa deflection. Okay? So paano i-solve ito? So pwede mo i-cut. Cut natin dito. So ngayon, kapag kinat ko dyan, pwede mo naman din i-consider yung right side. Doesn't matter. Basta be careful with your sign convention, no? Kasi yung deflection, same lang. Yung slope, baka bumaliktad. Okay? Be careful with that. Just focus on the shape of the elastic curve. Mas maganda din, drawing nyo yan, no? Okay. So ngayon, itong distance na to class is x. Kailangan natin ng RB, pero we cannot solve RB because this is indeterminate. Okay? So, sabihin natin ito yung point A, ito yung point B. Hindi natin resolve si RB kasi nga indeterminate siya. So, pwede na tayong mag-create ng moment equation agad. Okay? Pag kinonsider mo yung moment, pag kinonsider mo yung right side of the cutting plane, your moment must be in clockwise direction. Okay? So, cut na natin. Isolate ko lang. Meron tayo ditong RB. Okay. So, from here to here, this is X. Tapos, ang reaction natin dito, RB, hindi natin alam. And then, we have uniform loading, right? Ilan yung uniform loading natin? I think this is 20. 20 kilonewton per meter. Okay? So again, clockwise. Let's create moment equation. So M is equivalent to RB x minus 20 times x over 2. Opposite direction, positive. Same direction, negative. Since opposite to, positive yan. Okay? So EI, y double prime, is equivalent to RB x minus 10x squared. Ano pang next? Integrate natin. So, EI, y prime is equivalent to RB x squared over 2 minus 10 x cubed over 3 plus C1. Another integration, so EI, y is equivalent to RB x cubed 2 times 3, 6 minus 10 x raised to 4, 12 plus C1x plus C2. Next is boundary condition. So, dito tayo nagsimula ng x. So, meron tayong x is equals to 0, tsaka x is equals to 10. So, try na natin x is equals to 0 muna. When x is equals to 0, y is equals to 0. Since x is equals to 0, tsaka y, edi ibig sabihin 0 ito, 0 ito, 0 ito, 0 ito. So, malamang, yung C2 natin is equivalent to 0. Next is, just like I said, x is equals to 10, y is equals to 0. Tama ba? So, i-plug in na natin. Bakit y is equals to 0 kapag x is equals to 10? Kasi this is a fixed support. And remember, kapag fixed support, we don't have any deflection in that. No? So, anong mangyayari? So, 0, RB, 10 cube over 6 minus 10, 10, 4 over 12 plus C1 times 10 plus C2. So, wala pa tayong C2. Sorry, hindi ko nasusulat. So, we have two unknowns here for a single equation. So, let's create equation number 1. So, i-simplify muna natin ang 10 cube over 6 ay ilan? Yan ay 500 over 3. EI. Wala palang EI. 0 pala. So, 500 over 3. RB. And then, this one is plus 10 C1. I-simplify natin to. That's 10, 10 raised to 4, divide 12, 25,000 over 3. Tama ba? 25,000 over 3, negative. Pag nilipat mo sa kabila, magiging positive. So, 25,000 over 3. So, this is now your equation number 1. Saan manggagaling yung equation number 2 natin? May another boundary condition pa rin tayo, class. Sa x is equals to 10. Ano yun? Alam natin kapag fixed, sabi natin kanina, yung slope ay equivalent to 0. O pwede natin gamitin yon. Anong sabihin natin? So, when x is equals to 10, alam natin na yung theta or yung slope or yung y prime should be equivalent to 0. So, pwede natin gamitin yan in determining the value of RB and C1. So, paano? So, magiging 0 is equivalent to RB 10 squared. Saan ko kinokopya yan? Dito lang. O, snip yun na para ano, makasunod kayo. No? Okay, 10 over 2 minus 10 cube over 3 plus C1. No? So, wala nang 10 yan. Okay? So, ano mangyayari? This is 100 divide 2. That's 50. RB. And then, plus C1 is equivalent to, this is 10 cube. 10,000 over 3. Na negative, kapag nilipat mo, magiging positive 10,000 over 3. So, this is now our equation number 2. So, solving two equation, two unknowns simultaneously. So, give me the value of RB and C1. So, mode 5, 1. 500 divide 3. 10, 2500, 0. Divide 3. 51, 10, 1, 0, 0, 0. Divide 3. Okay, so yung RV ko is 75 kilonewton. And then yung C1 ko is negative 1250 over 3. So, pwede na natin ma-solve. Actually, ito na yung sagot sa number 1 or problem number 6. Okay? So, pinapahanap kasi yung reaction sa prop support. So, yan na yun. Okay, so for number 2, ito lang din yun. RA. How do we solve for RA? The summation forces vertical. So, paano yun? So, summation forces vertical equals 0. Upward positive. So, ano mangyayari? So, we have 75 na upward, kaka-compute lang natin, plus RA minus 20 times 10, yung uniform loading, equals 0. So, yung RA natin is equivalent to 125 kilonewton. Okay? So, that is our answer. Ngayon, paano naman natin kukopyahin o kukuhanin si MA? So, si MA, assume muna natin na, number 3 pala ito. Ang number 3 pala ito, class, ha? For number 2, that is moment at point A. So, paano natin makukuha si point A? So, assume muna natin na yung moment sa point A is counterclockwise. Ayan. O, pwede tayong mag-moment sa point A to determine the value of MA. So, paano? Summation, moment sa A equals 0, clockwise, positive. Since counterclockwise ang inassume ko sa MA, so that would be equivalent to negative MA, ano ba? MA tapos positive 20 times 10 times 5 minus RB times 10. Okay? So, plus 20 times 10 times 5 minus 75. The reaction sa B times 10 equals 0. So, what's the value for MA? So, ang nakukuha ko, class, is 250 kilonewton meter. Positive, so it means that our direction is correct. Kapag nag-negative, palitan mo lang ng direction. Okay? And then lastly, we need to find the value for the maximum deflection. So again, to compute for the maximum deflection, y max, the slope must be equivalent to 0. So, 0 natin, no? So, ito. So, 0 is equivalent to 75 times x squared over 2, yung RB natin, 75, no? Minus 10, x cubed over 3, minus 1,250, if I'm not mistaken, over 3. Anong value natin for x? So let's be careful in doing shift solve in this kind of equation. Kasi, wait lang, calculate ko lang ha. Bakit? Kasi pag nag-solve ka ng initial value ng x, or pag nilagay mo yung initial value ng x ay malapit sa 10, ang lalabas na x value sa'yo ay 10. Bakit? Kasi, yung 10 kasi is considered also as a solution for this equation. Bakit? Kasi alam natin na kapag x is equals to 10, yung slope is also equivalent to 0. Ginamit nga natin dito yun eh. Tama? Ayan, ginamit natin dito. So ngayon, dapat pag mag-shift solve ka, yung initial value mo ay dapat between 0 to 10 pero not close to 10. Mga 5 or 4, pwede na yon. So ang nakukuha ko class is 4.2154 meters. So anong next step? Next step is we need to plug in this in our deflection equation. So EI y max is equivalent to 75. X is 4.2154 cube over 6 minus 10. 4.2154 is to 4 over 12, and then C1. So ano yung C1 natin? Negative 1,250 over 3, 4.2154. Okay? So what's the value for Y max? One 250 over 3. So, ang nakukuha ko is negative 1083.224 over EI. So, this is now your answer for the maximum deflection. Okay? So, that's how we solve problem number 6, indeterminate. Ang ginawa lang natin is nagdagdag tayo ng equation dun sa equilibrium equation using the concept behind deflection. Okay? So, the next topic will be beam deflection area moment. See you guys.